Right, hello everyone. Can you all let me know if you can hear me? I think I'm slightly in front of you guys as usual in terms of the actual stream. If anyone can let me know you can hear me, then I'll crack on. I'm really sorry, for some reason today I think the connection is bad. I don't really know why. Can hear me? Cool, all good, sweet, I'll get started. Right, so we start with the S&P 500. So overall, so this is the S&P 500. It's an absolutely ridiculous chart. Like, it just basically has gone straight up. Like, this was the easiest thing to go and buy. Any dip, you could have just gone and bought it. This dip here, even though it has come up, we've closed the gap. I think overall the macro is still so bad. So I wouldn't like, we could easily get a bounce up to like 4.6 maybe, and then come back down again. But I don't think the macro is so bad. So I'm not looking to sort of like, just because we've had a good day today in terms of Bitcoin and the S&P turning around, I don't necessarily think we're now flipping bullish again. I still think we've got it all to come yet. If anything, I'm like a bit surprised we're getting this move. It must be off some good news or something like that, but the moves will happen within the last hours, so I'm not really sure what the news is. I will do some more digging on it. I will wait for the on-chain metrics to come out tomorrow, just because the volume. So the S&P has done its move. It's closed the gap. So cool. That's nice. Now, if we look at the Bitcoin chart. So this is the CME Bitcoin chart. So this is the futures chart. So here we're trying to close the gap again. We pretty much got there, but like, I would near enough consider this gap closed now. I wouldn't consider it an important gap now. We can still go higher. We can go to sort of 38.40, but the gap is. I'll show you in a second. But the gap is I would now consider partially closed and therefore not as important as a gap that isn't closed. Let's go to Bitcoin. I'm going to try and keep this stream pretty short. I know I always say the streams will be 20 minutes and they always end up being like 45 minutes. So I am conscious of this, so I will try and keep it short. So we've just missed our yellow box, which is a bit of a bummer, but anyway, I'll keep holding for now. As in, I'll keep being patient, sit on the sides, and I'll wait. We have this local orange box just here. I think that it's very likely we go here, and this may be where we get the possible rejection. I can see us, depending on what the on-chain stuff does tomorrow. This is on the daily chart, by the way. So we won't get a bull div on the daily chart unless we have a really bad turn down now. But we did get the bull div on the 12-hour, so that's cool. But you can see we've run into some resistance at this bottom trendline border now. I still don't think, but let's have a look at the volume. I still don't think we're like looking all rosy. Let's move this up. So as you can see, the volume was good. Like, we've still got 2 hours and 40 minutes left. And if we scroll back, it's the third. Okay, so there were some big volume candles in here back in May. But I mean, there's only probably one candle that's bigger than it, and that was the crash on December 4th. So I think overall this is pretty good, and this can fuel us to have like a more main move up, if that makes sense. So I would be looking to still be being sat on the sides, and I would look to. It depends on the on-chain data, but I'm still siding with the market being overly bad. So I feel like I want to short into this strength, but not here. Let me zoom back in. Sorry. I want to, when Bitcoin gets to this orange box area, I want to see where the alts are. So I want to see that, because as you can see, they're still not doing as well as Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up 2% for the day now, and all the rest are still in red pretty much, other than MENA. So I think I'll be looking to assess the alts when Bitcoin is in this orange box. Will I fill this box? I'm not sure yet. I'll wait till the on-chain data comes out tomorrow. If there's nothing because the thing that doesn't concern me, but I should at least think about in consideration for changing my opinion. I don't think my opinion will change, but because the volume was so decent, I think you have to take it into consideration that something may have happened on chain. So, or something may have happened behind the scenes, and this will be picked up in the on chain. So what I will do is I'll have a look at the on chain tomorrow to work out if anything mental has happened. I personally don't think it will have. I think that we will. It will just be a response bounce basically because we have been absolutely battered. So I think this is just a more sort of like, well, we're due for. I said in for the expert members, I said in the short video I did on Sunday that we are due for, just sort of a relief rally. I think that's all it will be. So I'm not too concerned because obviously we're still sat on the sides. We cashed out at like the 42, 43 area. So I'm not too concerned. Even if we was to ride all the way to 46, I'm still not concerned overall. I don't think we'll get to 46 to be honest. I think we'll come down, we'll fill some more in the yellow box, and then who knows what will happen from there. But yeah, I'll have to see the on-chain data tomorrow because we have had a volume-backed move up. So, and I always say when you have the pumps, they're all good, but let's take a look at the volume in them, and if there's good volume in them, then we need to take a deeper dive into them. So that's what I will do tomorrow. Yeah, let's move on to Ethereum. So now we're going to look at possible chart setups and potential plays that we might get. At this moment in time, we're still seeing. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance first. We're still seeing that. Okay, go away. We're still seeing that we've had a really nice move on Bitcoin here, but in the up moves of Bitcoin and in the down moves, it's gaining dominance. So the last 9 days have all been green moves, blue moves, so upward moves of Bitcoin dominance. So that means when prices are going up, liquidity is flowing from the alts back into Bitcoin. People would rather be in the safe haven. When things are going down, people are moving their money out of the altcoins and into Bitcoin as the safe haven. So either way, I'm not confident here on alts still, even though a lot of them have been absolutely battered. Yeah, I still think we can go and get more. But at this moment in time, the nice move on Bitcoin would make me be more hesitant now. So I have closed my shorts on. I had Phantom and Sol open. I have closed them now. I think they were both in like 400% and 500% profits. Just because we got in early before we had the big crash on Bitcoin. Let's go back to Bitcoin. So I think let's go. Oh, the 3-day closes. Oh, the 3-day actually closes tonight. So if this 3-day candle closes here, that will be a really good close for Bitcoin. So it's nice to see some volatility coming in for the close. And we just missed the yellow box. I mean, to be fair, here we also just missed the yellow box. We never got this fill in here. We got this fill and a little move out and nothing major. And I think we all sort of bottled it in this white candle here. And I think we got out in small profits. But I really want to track this on-chain wise because we have had. Let's have a look at the 3-day volume because we've only got 2 hours left. We can turn that on. See, it's pretty big to be fair. Like it's the biggest one since back here on 24th of June. I mean, a lot of volume has come in here. So let me see if it's been in the down or the up. Okay. So we've had a lot in the green, so in a push move up, and we've also had some in the sell off as well. So it's a tough one. We're really going to have to see by the on-chain. The on-chain should make the picture more clear for us, but I do think we'll see some large wallet inflows tomorrow because for this level of buying, there will have been some whales that got together and bought. It might be the case we start flipping bullish again, but again, I think the macro is too bad, so I think it's unlikely. But we'll have to see from the on-chain. Let's start moving through the coins now. So, and I'll clear the volume. See, even on ETH here, it's not even a blue candle. Like it's still a white candle. It's still a down day. So it's. Before I say any more, let's just keep going through the coins. So we did actually get a wick into the yellow box. I said and declared in the group that I wasn't playing it because liquidity I think is with Bitcoin. So in times where I'm more uncertain, I'd rather play play the more certain coin, which for me is Bitcoin. I don't want to be chasing any of the alts right now because I don't have the liquidity of them. So for ETH, this is a nice move, but look at the down moves we've had. We're due a bit of a relief rally, and this will be a really key testing zone because it proved as a downward pressure here, here, and here. So, and we got the breakout here. So the fact it then rejected and came back down, this will be a key area. If we can get up, climb up to 2.8, hit the downtrend line and the local orange box, so there's big convergence there. I think that's where we may see some struggles. I will create a new main orange box, so if I clear these, because these didn't hit, so I will create, I'll leave this one here for now. But this one I will readjust so that we have a main orange box. But the local box I think will cause some resistance. I mean, we're still miles away. We've still got another 20% up move to go before we hit it. So I'm not panicking here. I don't think, because I know we've all sold everything. We sold everything at $43,000 Bitcoin. So we're still nicely with our money sat on the sides. So it's no big dramas from me from here. And as we can see with Bitcoin, with Ether, that it's still a white candle. You're still down on the day. Like, even though Bitcoin's recovered itself slightly, I think it's 1.6%, so it's just positive on the day. It's a really nice hammer, to be fair, but yeah, for Ethereum to still be struggling as well doesn't give you much confidence. Litecoin, I'm just not interested in. I mean, what is that? That is so boring. I'm not interested in that. Solana. So Solana is where I would want to fill. If we get to 115, I'm not sure I would take it. Trying to think. I want to see the data tomorrow. That's more importantly what I want to see. I want to see the data tomorrow. I think overall we're going to still come down with Bitcoin. I think we might go to like a 40k, something like that, reject, and then I think we'll come lower again. But Sol here, for me the other day when I played Sol and I played Phantom, I said Sol was one I was looking for, and we did fill the box. You could have played BNB, you could have played Luna was one. I think a lot of you guys done well on Luna, but BNB, we're moving to that now. So there was a fill in here on BNB. So we could have got that and then got this nice move down. What I want to do is when I get the data tomorrow, I want to start seeing that some of it, like, I mean, this is still down in the day as well. Like, you know, Sol is still down 6% on the day. Like, this is not panic station whatsoever. I still think we're just going to get a relief rally depending on the data tomorrow. Unless there's something mental in the data tomorrow, that could change my opinion. But I think it's not going to happen. As in, I don't think that data will be there. Overall, we're due a relief rally. Like, look at this. We've come down in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. We've come from 500 down to 371. So we're down, what, 10, 20, 23%? We're down 23%, and we have been down about 32%. So we're down really considerably, and we're due some relief rally. And that's where you might be seeing that volume coming in, just to sort of say, we've crashed too much here. Let's at least jump on the train for a one-stop ride, and we'll ride one stop up. That's what the pro traders might be saying to themselves. So they might be playing, and they might be starting to sell here at 37k, something like that. They might be trying to wait for 38k. Who knows? But they might have been buying inside the 33s. But for now, I will consider this box, because if we can zoom out here, sorry, the stream is very slow. So this is the main uptrend, and this has been an uptrend for ages, literally for ages. So if we can come up here, meet the uptrend, retest it, and get some wicks into this orange box, that would be really nice. I would consider filling them depending on what Bitcoin is doing at the time. If I think Bitcoin is near its orange box, i.e. it's going to then fill and reject, what I would do is I'll hope to see BNB near its orange box as well. I will start placing some orders, and hopefully then we'll get the fill and then a rejection, because that would be nice. There's some convergence to reject to the trend line and a horizontal resistance, because that will be support flipped into resistance. Let's look at Matic. I think if Matic comes up here, I will fill it for sure. See, yellow boxes, they just don't work as well in the bearish trends. Like the orange boxes don't work as well in the bullish trends. So you have to play the box according to the trend. Matic, there's not much really going on here. It's out of the main downtrend. If we can get a move up, test it, maybe wick into here, and then move down, similar to BNB, but BNB is a more prime setup. So I'd rather play the BNB move. Let's look at Polkadot. So I just don't think there's anything really in this for me to like care about playing. The risk reward is not really there for me. If we got a move up here, I mean, you're asking for, it's 1807, you're asking for a move to 23. So you're asking for a 10, 20, nearly a 30% gain. Like, do you want to then play that on a 30% gain when, you know, it's already down so much? Like, this is like Litecoin. It's, the risk reward is not good. It's not there. Where BNB, the risk reward is good. It's out of its trend. It's going to come up. Usually, like when things break out, they usually break out, come back, retest the trend, and then they pop. So I think here you've had the breakdown. You'll come back, retest the trend, and then whiz down to 292, something like that. That's what I think will happen. But depending on the data tomorrow, I can't stress this enough. My opinion is very liable to change if the data suggests it should change. So what I will do is I will wait for that data to come out tomorrow, and then I'll give you a more definite opinion. But as with the information I have right now, I'm telling you what my thoughts are. So we did Matic, we did Dot, we did Chainlink. Chainlink's been absolutely battered. Filled a main orange box and then it just absolutely fell off a cliff. Look at that, perfect. And when we were in here and we were in this nice uptrend, I had this orange box here, and I said to you guys, you know, you can go and fill this orange box and play this. Yeah, and you'd have earned an absolute fortune. You probably would have made, we've got half, so you made 50%. Just on a 10x leverage, you'd made 500%. So it would have been a really nice move. But am I looking, again, this is similar to BNB, but it's already down a lot, where BNB isn't down as much. But Chainlink's trend is like this. And we're now out the trend. So if we can come up, test the orange, I don't know if I want to play the orange box though, because at that point it's already well back in its trend, if that makes sense. So I then don't want to, I don't think or expect it to like hugely break down again. So for that reason, Link doesn't have the risk reward there for me that it is enough for me want to play it basically. So Link I would pass on. Let's have a look. These are all daily charts, by the way. So I could consider playing this. Yeah, I could consider playing this, to be honest. If we did get a move into the orange box, I'd perhaps try and fill a small order. I then need to redraw this main orange box. So what I would do is I will adjust this slightly. I think it'll be somewhere at 105. So I would play a small order here, no stop loss, and I'd play a massive order at 105 if we were to get it. But again, I have to see the on-chain data tomorrow. Luna. Luna is one I'm interested in playing, not the bottom box though, probably the upper box. Again, Luna's bottom boxes the local boxes don't seem to work. You have to play the master, the main boxes. So the main box is always usually thicker. So this one we didn't really play. This one I said you guys can go and fill. You'd have had a nice move. This one here I won't play. This one here I will play, assuming we get there, which I have no guarantee that we will. Curve, I won't play here, even though I'd be very tempted to play there, because again, it's done its main uptrend. It's been out since July time. Sorry, it's been it was there having begun from July time. So I wouldn't want to play here. I would play back up at the fives, but I mean this would have to be a major move to get back to the fives. You're asking for like an 80% gain almost. So I don't think I would be wanting to play curve, because shorting into an 80% gainer would put me on edge, to put it politely. So I don't think the risk reward is there, because even though the reward would be high, the risk would be too high. Where you see in coins like Litecoin, the reward is not enough to warrant the risk. Where in this one, the risk is too high on this one. Let's look at Phantom. I don't like ADA. Sorry if someone wants to comment, if someone's like an absolute like die-hard Cardano fan, I will go through the ADA chart for you. If not, we can just skip it, because I don't think anyone likes ADA. Right, Phantom. But if you do want it, just message in the chat thing. So we actually did fill the yellow box, but I'm not playing these yellow boxes. As I said, yellow boxes are to fill long orders in and uptrends. Orange are to fill short orders in downtrends. So will I play this? Yes, I will. If we can get there, I will definitely play it. My entry for my Phantom short was 285, so it was somewhere in here, and I've closed about 220. So not terrible, not great. I could have got like 190, but whatever. I think up here again I'll play it, because you will likely then go and get a left head right. So I think then you can go and play it's a bit of a weird head and shoulders, like it's not a brilliant one, but it's still the general idea, the general pattern is there to play. So I think I will consider playing it. Sand, boring. Like, this is just boring. I'm not playing this rubbish. Or is it boring? Well, it's not exciting, that's for sure. So, you could consider playing this orange box. I wouldn't like to, because I just wouldn't like to play this. There's it can easily break out and pop. I don't think we've got the liquidity there for anything to pop, but I think you're still asking for what, a 33% gain. So once it's done a 33% run, you can then short again. But at the same time, like, am I going to? I probably won't. There's other opportunities. Like, you just remember, guys, you only need 1, 2 maximum. I mean, generally, absolute maximum 3 winners. So you would sit here now and you'd go through all this, and you'd say, so far, we would say Luna would be one we'd go. Did we say Luna? Now it's deciding to go really slow on me. So possibly Luna in the top box, but I don't think Luna is the best play. I like the idea of playing Curve if we get there, but it's asking a lot. No, sorry, it wasn't Curve, it was Phantom. Phantom was the one I probably am most inclined to play right now, along with BNB. So Phantom and BNB are my 2 ones that I'm gunning, because I think the risk reward is there for us to play. So I think yes, I think BNB would be. I think BNB is a smaller order, because I think the risk is slightly higher on the BNB play. But I think the 2 I've got my eye on right now are BNB and Phantom. Let's look at, rather than, Sand is still an okay opportunity, but like it doesn't trump BNB or Phantom. So for that reason, I'm not going to play it. This orange box it's not getting there. Let's be fair, it's just not going to get there. So it's pointless even looking at it. Mina's had quite a nice move. I mean, it got absolutely battered yesterday, and like a few days prior. I think we can get here, but it might take like a couple weeks to get here. Something like 14th of Feb. By the time, if you do a slow move, you might go and get some big moves. I don't know, but I know I don't try and time the market. I just sit, be patient, and play to the boxes. So I've pretty much done it all, other than Atom. because I know a lot of you like Atom. Atom, we're nearly. We did actually get a slight fill. I mean, I haven't played it. I think because other things can still run, like Bitcoin might still have like another 5-10% to go. If this goes another 5, this would actually fill your orders nicely. But for some reason, I just don't like it. Hang on, because the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking of changing my mind. You know what? This actually isn't too bad. If we do get a move up there again, I would consider doing a small order, and I genuinely mean that, just a small order. I'm basically nearly done. If there's any questions, fire away, because I've got both sets of members in the stream today. Any questions, don't be shy. Come on, don't be shy. Any questions, just ask away, Because if you've got a question, there's a strong chance a lot of the others have also got the same question. So don't be afraid to ask. But I'll go back to Bitcoin for now whilst I wait for questions to come in, assuming some do. Let's have a look. So overall, we have the 3-day close today. Yes, it's a really nice candle on the daily, to be fair. It is a really nice candle. And that might be generated from the 12-hour, the bull div on the 12-hour that we had. But yes, I want to see the on-chain data tomorrow to make my final sort of judgment on what's happened today. We have the Fed meeting on Wednesday. I think what they will try and do, so this is important, I should have brought this up earlier. So what I think they will try and do in the meeting on Wednesday is, yes, Luke, I'll take a look now. But what they'll try and do on Wednesday is they'll try and realise the market is in a bad spot because they've outlined the macro conditions to basically curb inflation. So with all that stuff that they're doing to curb inflation, with the likely rate hikes, with the rate hikes, acceleration of the taper, and the selling of the assets on the balance sheet at some point later in the year. So this will be probably like September onwards, but I think they'll be under immense pressure then not to. So I think on Wednesday, Powell will come out and try and sort of like put some confidence back into the market and try and calm everyone down a little bit. Overall, the next few months, I still am bearish. Genuinely, I think Bitcoin goes down to 24. So I look at these opportunities again, unless something mental has happened on the on-chain data. I look at these opportunities for the possible shorts to refill new shorts. And with the 2K challenge, obviously we flipped that now. We sold all positions. We now flip that into the futures account where we have all USDT. So with that USDT, a lot of it now is in the Bitcoin yellow box. So what I will do now is if we do get a further move up, I will then start cancelling those orders, and then I will start allocating into new orders for new shorts, and take away from the Bitcoin long orders, just because we'll be up here and it'll be time to short rather than long because we're in an orange box, so we're shorting. Luke, I haven't actually done Harmony, but I will make sure it's done in the watches for you tomorrow. I will give you what's Harmony's thing. One. Jesus Christ, Luke, this has been absolutely battered, mate. Yeah, this is what I mean. You see with ETH, BNB, those sort of coins, they get some form of bounce because they're still following Bitcoin. But you see when you're getting like the mid caps now, the liquidity is so low, like it literally is so low. So even when Bitcoin does make a move higher, or trying to make some sort of relief rally or recovery, there's just no liquidity there because it just all the professional traders are thinking like, fuck this sort of thing. I'm not playing these coins. What I will do is if the money I allocate to crypto now, I will put it in Bitcoin where I know everyone will play. So they'll play in those coins, which will just be Bitcoin. In Harmony now, people are risk off, so they're not going to play those coins. So I would say the alts now stay away from because they bleed badly when the market goes down, or when the market recovers slightly or tries to do a relief rally, they can never keep up. So you're always chasing. You're always, taking 2 steps back to take 1 foot. Like you're always falling down rather than climbing. I have another question. If you expect the coins to move up to the orange boxes, why not play longs for them now? Because they're in no man's land. They're in like a middle ground territory. So let me explain. Stream is really slow. Does anyone want to buy me a new computer to do these streams on that's got more sort of power? I'm joking. No one has to buy me a computer, but let's look here. So what I will do now to answer Dan Seves, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. To answer your question, currently we're stuck between an orange box and a yellow box. So with the yellow boxes, there will be orders, like we saw here, there was orders. It got bought up fast and we pinged up. So there was some liquidity there. So in the yellow boxes, I'll be comfortable to long because there will be liquidity there. So I'll basically be placing my order and buying along with all the other with pro traders, because that's where they will have their orders, and they obviously had them a little bit higher as well, which is why we've got this move up. In the orange box, they will have their sell orders. So I will then look for shorts with all the big boys in those areas. But in this middle ground, I could open a long here, 36A, and then we could close back down at 35.3. Like you're in a middle ground, no man's land territory. So the odds are sort of neither here or there. They're not with you or against you. So it's just more gambling. The odds aren't on your side to play. But with the boxes, I back tested it all. I have the odds for when things are in trend, out of trend, high RSI, low RSI, divergences, yes, no, blah blah blah. So I have all the odds depending on that data and how it changes. So I would say, and with the boxes, I know when I've got a good chance of them working and when I haven't got a good chance of them working. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, and I hope that was helpful for you in understanding why we don't long now, even if we are expecting a move up. If not, just let me know. If it has helped you, also let me know. Appreciate it. Thank you. No problemo. So yeah, that's it. I'd say tomorrow we might have we might stabilize. We might have a slight move up tomorrow because there might be more. You know what? We might go down as well because people might be more apprehensive about the meeting on Wednesday. But on Wednesday, I think Powell will come out and he will try and stabilize the market. So I think it will almost be a buy the news event. And I think that will be the thing that, unless he comes out and just batters the market again, but he'd be a bit of a pleb to do that. I can't see him doing that. But I think that will be a buy the news event that will turn us bullish for the very short term. I mean, maybe 5 days to a week, and that will be the move that pushes us up to the orange boxes. We fill our orange boxes and box back down we go. Those are my thoughts. Should I close on my shorts trade now or wait for tomorrow on chain data? I have closed my shorts, so it's not financial advice, but yeah, do as you wish. But I have closed mine now. I closed Sol at 91, it's now 92. Yeah, not much difference in that. But Phantom closed at 220, it's now 222. So basically the similar prices. But I think it's possible now to get a slight move up. But even now, no, don't worry, I was going to say something stupid. But yeah, I would strongly consider it. I would even say, if you're not sure, take 50% of your size out, even 30%. Just take something off the table, so that you have booked some profits, assuming you are in profits. But yeah, those are my thoughts. That's where I'm at. I hope this has helped you. Expert members, there will be another stream for you guys on Thursday. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll do an updated watch list for you guys first thing in the morning. It's Tuesday tomorrow. Yeah, I'll still do it. I'll still do a small watch list for you guys tomorrow. And I will release some on. I'll go through and do a video on the on-chain data, and I'll do some other cool stuff. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you all tomorrow. Cheers, guys.